Welcome to Variant Edition, your source for comic book news and culture. I'm Mike.
And I'm Nick. Every week we bring you the best that comics has to offer. On Tuesday is the latest headlines of the world of comics and a sneak peek at what comics you shouldn't miss on Wednesday.
Then, later in the week, it's our regular half-hour Variant Edition with more news, reviews, interviews, and, well, basically anything we think is comic-related.
Pretty much. But before we get to that, don't forget to check out the cool video that Kevin posted yesterday.
Would that be the awesome video of two of comics' biggest legends, Joe Kubert and John Romita Sr., doing a sketch together for the Hero Initiative?
That's right.
It's a hell of a video.
And I mean, seriously, the skill that these guys put onto the page is just amazing. Be sure you don't miss it.
But for now, it's time for comics and news. So sit back and get ready for 5 minutes of comic knowledge that will prepare you to step into your shop this week.
Hi, I'm Lewis, and here are the comics that you should find at shops this week. Color us surprised. DC has managed to get out 3 issues of All-Star Batman and Robin, and it hasn't even been a year yet. This week sees the release of number 7. We're looking forward to the sweet Jim Lee art. DC continues the crossword madness with 52 Aftermath of 4 Horsemen 2 and Countdown to Adventure number 2. We've got Teen Titans 51 with the Titans of Tomorrow, Batman 669 with a massive number of Batman, Dwayne McDuffie takes over the Justice League of America with number 13, The Spirit hits 10, and the opening story from last year's Wonder Woman relaunch finally concludes this year in the Wonder Woman Annual number 1. Marvel lets loose the Immortal Iron Fist in both issue 9 and Annual number 1. Plus, watch out for the Order number 3, Avengers the Initiative 6, Submariner number 4, X-Men First Class number 4, and Ultimate Spider-Man 144. And X-Men 203 continues the ongoing Endangered Species backups. Outside the superhero set, we've got Criminal number 9, American Virgin 19, The Cool Killing Girl 2, and Highlander 11. The Kirkman universe continues to expand with Brit number 2 and Astounding Wolfman 3. And Eric Larson's huge 80-page Savage Dragon 132 hits stores this week. Looking for something in a mask, but just a little different? If you missed it the first time around, catch the offbeat Madman from the beginning with Madman Volume 1. Eric Powell fans, take notes. Save up a little bit of scratch because the Bowen Designs Goon statue starts hitting shops this week. It's a perfect companion to the Frankie bust that he did a while back. But our pick of the week? The Walking Dead Volume 7. If you watch the show, you know we're really huge fans, and the last few issues have been really, really intense. If you're not caught up, here's your chance.
Hi, I'm Nick, and these are your headlines for Tuesday, September 25th, 2007. Brian Wood and Becky Cloonan announced their immediate and full reversion of publishing and other media rights for their comic series, Demo. What does this mean in English? Expect the critically acclaimed series to find a new publishing home, and probably new issues soon. DC released the Zuda Comics contracts this week. They seem to offer a pretty straightforward licensing of comics for online and print use. In other news, during the Baltimore Comic-Con, PvP creator Scott Kurtz talked about his plans to release a book next year called How to Make Webcomics. We don't think he'll be joining up with Zuda anytime soon. A high school English teacher was reprimanded and later resigned after an overzealous parent's complaint of pornographic comics being distributed to students. The book 8 Ball, issue 22, by Daniel Close, included references to rape, various sex acts, and murder, as well as images of a naked woman and a peeping Tom watching a woman in the shower. We haven't found a response from Close yet online, but the student has been a target of harassment on Facebook. Come on, aren't comics for kids, right? Right? So anyway, we've got tons of comic book movie and TV news in this week, and we're going to have Eddie step in and fill us in on all the cool stuff coming our way.
Thanks, Nick. The new TV season is here, and with it brings the premiere of Heroes on NBC. With plans for more new characters this season and an upcoming hardcover from DC, expect even more fan reaction. The Hollywood Reporter noted that Superman Returns writer Michael Dougherty and Hustle director Eli Roth are set to each write an episode of the upcoming Heroes origin series. The rumored JLA movie has a director, George Miller, best known for directing films such as Happy Feet, Babe, and as the creator of Mad Max, this is leading to a rumor that the film may be CGI rather than live action. Casting notices have also made their way online, and it looks like there will be 8 to 9 lead roles. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson recently told ISB.net that while he's attached to Shazam movie, they haven't decided if he will be playing Captain Marvel or Black Adam, and that they will be listening closely to the fans. Let's hope that's true. And I'll be back next week with more TV and movie news. Nick?
Thanks, Eddie. Finally, a follow-up from the various Mike Wieringo memorials that have been popping up lately. There was a heartfelt and funny memorial panel at the Baltimore Comic-Con, where they also raised over $2,500 for the Humane Society of Baltimore County. There was a memorial last week in New York City that raised close to $4,000, and a number of art tributes are being auctioned on eBay, with the proceeds donated to the Hero Initiative and the ASPCA. Check out the art up for auction by searching for the Hero Initiative on eBay or our website for a link. So usually we don't do reviews on a Tuesday because it's mainly like news and like upcoming comics and stuff, but people have said that we should do more DVD-oriented reviews, and to keep this kind of timely, we're going to do one for Superman Doomsday. And since like about 2-3 months ago, I finally read Death of Superman and A World Without Superman, and then this comes out, I figured, who better than me, who read the comics and saw the movie, to do a little snippety review. Anyway, long story short, I'm kind of let down with Superman Doomsday. It's only like 75 minutes. It's really, bam, Doomsday comes, Superman dies, Superman comes back. That's it. It was a bit iffy. The animation was really cool. I like the fact that, for once, you have an explanation for Doomsday. It's not just like, oh, this guy in a jumpsuit shows up and start punching walls and tipping over buses and killing deers for shits and giggles. Now it's like, oh, it was like a leftover alien from some planet that couldn't kill him, so they used Earth, as Lex Luthor put it, as a toilet to dump him into it. All this crap goes downhill because Doomsday comes out and nothing good comes from him. Superman fights him, and we all know how it goes. My thing is, it was really, really rushed. You start watching it, and it's like, Clark's doing this, and the Doomsday comes, so Superman fights him. Fight scenes are really, really good, but it's just like, bam, Superman's dead. And apparently he's not dead. It's like, really close to death, but his robot buddy from his, Fortress of Solitude saves his ass, and despite the fact that his life energy was, like, really, really down, he had enough time to grow a pretty decent mullet in his crypt, so he comes back with a mullet and a solar suit and fights another Superman. If you watch it, you'll understand why this other Superman is and where he comes from, and all the other kind of stuff, but it was really rushed. He's dead. People mourn like that. Superman says the word snuggle, which I got a chuckle out of. And best thing about this, seriously, Lex Luthor. Not the big badass, I'm gonna get you somehow Clancy Brown Lex Luthor. It was more like the quiet, well-reserved, I'm really effed up in the head Lex Luthor. Sitting, plotting, killing, being a pain in the ass to everybody, and just like always have some kind of scheme going on. All in all, Superman Doomsday kind of a letdown for me. Maybe if it was longer than 75 minutes, it would have been better, but you get what you get.
So, Superman dies and comes back after fighting Doomsday.
Yeah, it was really like a rushed, fast kind of thing.
And Superman's not a communist.
No, not
Don't care.
time.
All right, that's it for the slightly extended Variant Edition Tuesday this week.
Yeah, man likes his commies. Well, check us out later in the week. There should be a double dose, that's right, a double dose of Baltimore Comic-Con coverage.
Just partial to the Red Sun. First up will be a few interviews in episode 65, but in episode 66, we will be packed full of con coverage.
You handle that gun like a communist. Anyway, we're cramming as much of that weekend as we can into half an hour. Coverage from the floor, from the Harvey Awards, and a few of the interviews we did, and our final impressions on the show.
Couldn't help but notice your shirt's kind of red. It's huge! Plus, don't forget the image panel and the Kubert Ramita sketch, and a bit more up our sleeves, including the Kubert family panel and something from the Michael Ringo Memorial panel.
That's right. Like we've been saying, the Baltimore Comic-Con was huge. We're talking like Lennon huge.
Nice! And we're lucky enough to have a viewer sponsor, and his name is Jim. Jim saw our viewer sponsor us link on the website, and
here we are, thanking him on the show that he sponsored. You want your name mentioned on the show, or maybe even a effing t-shirt? Check out VariantEdition.com for the sponsor us link.
Then we can mention you on the show, and remind everyone that Variant Edition is all possible, especially the con coverage, through viewers like Jim.
Rock on, Jim. And Kevin said the shirts arrive Friday, so they should be mailed out within the week.
They won't be read, though. Okay, it's time to go, but before we go, don't forget to check out Comics Podcast Network. It's a great source for some of the coolest comic book-related podcasts out there.
Quite a mouthful. And as usual, watch after the credits for another promo from a show on that network.
Too much vodka beforehand. Don't forget there are quite a few ways to watch us. There are iTunes, VO, YouTube, and Google Video. And don't forget our new high-res feed from Blip TV, or head over to VariantEdition.com and watch us at the source.
And if you're a true communist, you believe that all those sources are the same. And while you're at our page, keep your eyes open for some new editions, exclusive only to VariantEdition.com.
Not manifestos, but that's it for Variant Edition Tuesday. See you next time.
Run and bit with a communist.
Hi, I'm Derek Howard, and I host the podcast Comic Book Noise. This is my first promo that I've ever recorded for the show, and I have absolutely no idea what to say. I was thinking I could talk about the regular show segments like the Random Comic Review, Comic Basics, and the ever-popular Top 5 list that nobody else in their right mind would think up. But I decided against it. Then I was going to talk about the special shows like DC 52, DC Countdown, and World War Hulk, but I didn't like that idea either. Finally, I decided to talk about the other shows in the feed, like Thum by Tim Terrell or Geek Brunch by Mike Myers and Heath Holland. But it didn't seem as though I could get across just how good those shows really are. So I'm going to give up and not do a promo until I know what I'm going to talk about. And you can be sure that it'll be good, not just some guy making a lot of noise. A lot of comic book noise. Wait a minute.